Yo, what's up, everybody?
Skyman is tapping the fuck in.
And if you haven't heard already, hype as fuck, baby. Let's go.
It's your boy Ace Outlier. We're about to get hype as fuck.
What it do? This is TSD Chris with Trap Star Dreamers, and you tuned in with Hype as Fuck Podcast.
Hype as fuck.
Hype as fuck.
I'm hype as fuck.
I'm the bastard.
I'm G Blunt.
We are tongue tied.
Yep.
And we are hype as fuck to be back.
What's up, Jesse?
I want to take a second at the beginning of this, and I just want to give you your flowers. Gladly be kicked out just because you came and said hello.
Are you ready? Because I know I'm ready. Are you ready to get hype as fuck?
Hype as fuck.
Hype as fuck. You're actually like our family for life. And even seeing you do the pod and stuff, like I'm proud of you. Like you're out there and like you do your shit. Like as soon as I saw you, I like wanted to hug you because you've been there. Like you've been there for us. Like you're not just regular to me. You're Mad Black Jackson.
Well, shout out to Hype as Fuck Promotions. Shout out to Mad Black Jackson.
He's mad whack. Let's get hype as fuck, yeah?
Hype as fuck.
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 It's Rocky Rob. It's time to get hype as fuck.
But your boy Master K be sure to tap him for hype as fuck. Let's get it. Jill.
Jesse, get hype as fuck. What up?
I'm hype as fuck. Let's go.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Rawr. This is Tiny and you're watching Hype as Fuck.
What up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Get Hype AF Podcast. I am your host, Mad Black Jackson, and I'd like to start out the show by wishing you guys a happy Valentine's Day, and thank you for showing up. If you are here, do me a favor, as always, tag your friends, like this video, especially if you're watching from YouTube, and share this out because we have an awesome guest for you today. We got the one and only perfect guest for Valentine's Day. We got the Jack of Hearts, you guys. So, without further ado, let's bring on my man. What up, homie?
Smoking weed.
Hell yeah.
I know like 90% of the people in that intro.
Yeah, I bet. I was going to say, you probably know them all, actually.
There's a few of them that I didn't recognize, but I know like a good 90% of them. Like I wouldn't even say that's an exaggeration.
Yeah, no, that's fact. That's what I mean. I'm a little curious to know which ones you don't know because most of the people I've met through you.
There's like I saw a couple names. I was like, oh, I don't know that one. But you be finding you be pulling them out of the woodwork sometimes. I love it.
Oh yeah. So I came across something interesting for those of you who don't know, and I don't even know if you realize this because up until this morning, I haven't actually realized this, but you seem to be a Valentine regular on Hype AF because 2 years ago, I believe on the 18th of February, you were previously on a podcast with me. So,
oh yeah,
welcome back, Mr. Jack of Hearts. Our Valentine's Day.
I did a pod. Well, it was like not really a podcast. It was more like an interview. Like back when AOL Instant Messenger was a thing. And it was like the Valentine's Day Massacre interview with the Jack of Hearts. And that was like my first actual like interview with a radio artist or anything like that. So that was, I don't know.
No,
I
that's
didn't
pretty
really have
dope.
any plans but hang out in the fucking studio today and like maybe go see the new Captain America movie or something.
All right. Let me know how that goes. The movie, that is. if you go see it.
If I decide to go do that, I got homies coming over to smoke with me and shit.
That's what we're doing for Valentine's Day. We're gonna just get blazed out of our minds. So actually, that's a good lead in. I'm going to skip a lot of our normal questions because you have been on the show before. So if they come about, I'll ask, but we're going to skip right into all of the bazillion things you got going on, including tell us about this cannabis brand you got going on.
All right. So Royal Butcher Music Private Reserve is it's essentially just like the cannabis brand for the record label. Like you see a lot of other artists out there that they're, you know, like Wacko the Kid's got the Airheads and all that with ICP. You know, like a lot of artists are breaking into the cannabis industry, and with the recent legalization here in Ohio, it's something that I've been able to do as well. I cultivate my flower for personal use. Um, and the I work directly with other cultivators as well that give me private reserve amounts of the cannabis to like design packaging for and everything and put it out as like a collaboration with that cultivator.
Oh,
You
so
know,
you're not only
kind of like
making your so you're making your own, but you're also doing artwork and I guess helping these other ones with branding in a sense.
right. And beyond that, I've been using the music to like branch into the cannabis industry and like I guess the best way to put it is like I do a lot of cannabis festivals now and shit because a good portion of my music that isn't like the show offy stuff, you know, Midwest flex mode shit, is all cannabis music. And you, Jesse, know this for certain because you have all of my albums. I mean,
Well, and I mean, a big part of this, and I could be wrong, it may have taken off before, but I feel like this sort of really started to branch off more with your guys's release, your guys being you and MC Horror's release of Zombies,
Stoners versus Zombies.
Stoners versus Zombies, thank you, which is a album, but is an album uh, made for a board game, which
Correct.
is directly related, obviously, stoners to
Yeah,
the
well,
weed
the
industry.
board game is called Stoners versus Zombies, and I had actually had Heather Harris or Mayor Hooter uh, on my podcast a couple of times before I stopped doing it temporarily. That's turned into a lot more temporarily than I would have liked, but um, and she and I initially met when the board game was still like in the prototype phases and stuff like that. They were still like working on it. But because of my stoner like self, I come across stuff like that. And they had this contest on Facebook where they were like, win some stoners versus zombies swag. And like I never win anything, but I was like, fuck it, man, stoners versus zombies, I'm there, you know. And then I started reading a little bit more about it, and it's this board game they're developing, and I'm like, yo, this is fucking dope. And I actually ended up winning the contest. And so Hooterville Games was following the music, and this was about the time that I put out We're All Mad Here, which was my last collaboration album that I put out. And my first album to break 1 million streams, by the way.
Oh, damn, congratulations.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's at 1.24 million streams or something like that when I checked it last week.
Fuck yeah, that's a hell of an accomplishment. Right on, man.
There's a lot of dope artists on that album though. Like from
Yeah.
all over the country. But yeah, anyways, so they heard that album and they were like listening to the album in its entirety on YouTube, and they like reached out to me and were like, hey, So we listened to this while we were playing Stoners versus Zombies in a meeting the other day, and we'd really like it if you do like a couple of songs for our website or something. And so we continued to talk about it a little bit, and it turned into like, well, why don't we just do a soundtrack for the board game? And uh, I had been talking to MC Horror at the time, like, and we've been working on some music. Like, we put out that #1 song, which I think was his first song to break 10,000 streams. And, or, well, it's my song, but he's on it, and we're both #1. uh, but yeah, so I had reached out to him knowing he makes beats and everything, and was like, hey man, like, I've got this project that I'm doing for Hooterville Games. It's a soundtrack for Stoners versus Zombies board game. Like, I know you make beats, so like, you down to make some beats for this? And he ended up like being my partner in the project. So like, it kind of went back to like some of that Jelly Roll and Lil White collabo album, that, what was it, No Filter or whatever. Like, that was like one of the first of its kind, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody was doing that, like, collabo albums. And then we, like, name one other fucking artist that did a soundtrack for a board game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's definitely that's unique, and that's one thing about your artistry. I feel like is you keep finding ways to make it unique. You're not doing the same thing everyone else is doing. I mean, you have soundtracks, like you said, to board games, which you got to help make artwork for and be a part of, and then now
Yeah.
you have your own
So,
cannabis brand.
MC Horror produced the entire album, did the voice of Floyd for Floyd's Funhouse, and did the voice of the news reporter, or like the anchorman at the very end, plus all of his parts on the album. And then I voiced, uh, fuck man, I voiced myself. I voiced Disco Dan and Disco Dan's buddy Groovy Gary, and I think that's all the voices I did. But I also did all my parts. And then we had like friends and family and uh, fans and other musicians do various other skits for it. And so, like, essentially, the album is like 6 or 7 full-length songs, 3 of which are features, and they feature Underrated, Daryl Dro, and Slash Master Sid. Um, and then the other stuff is just me and MC Horror, and everything's themed around the game. Like, the company sent me like bios on all the characters and the properties they represented in the games, and so we kind of looped that into the lyrics a little bit, but made it a fucking smoking anthem fucking album at the same time. Like, that year there was only like 2 420 albums that came out that were noteworthy, and ours was one of them.
Yeah, it's a killer album. Even if you are unfamiliar with the game, you're gonna listen to this album and they're gonna tell you one of the funnest stoner stories you're gonna hear, honestly, just from the music,
Right.
the soundtrack alone.
Oh,
And
it's
there's
fucking
music
great.
video to go along with it, correct?
Yeah, so we wanted it to be a big deal, and I wanted to play around a little bit more with animation, which was something that I had like started dabbling in at that point. And so the plan was we had to get the album done before 420, and I had to fucking do a motion comic music video for the whole thing, but I couldn't start that until the album was done. So yeah, we got the album done, and then I had 3.5 weeks to make a 46-minute long animated motion comic music video. And I would literally like wake up, go to work, come home, start working on the fucking video, and like only take a break to fucking microwave some fucking food and smoke some weed while I'm working and then go take a piss, you know? And then like I'd go to sleep, wake up, repeat the process, and like every day I would bang out like 1 or 2 songs worth of videos, and I'm talking like 16 hours worth of work easy every day.
That is intense, especially with
Yeah,
the quality of artwork that goes into this. We're not talking, some spliced together just images or something here. You're doing what, 90, if not 100% of this artwork yourself, aren't you?
I mean, it's mixed media, to be honest. Like, and that's something that I'm kind of like branching out of a little bit. Like, well, not necessarily branching out of, but I'm doing. MC Horror likes to fucking like push me to do better in different areas of things that I'm already excel at. He's like, dude, you can do better than this. I already know you can do better than this, and he'll like push me and shit, right? And I respect the fuck out of that. That's why we are Royal Butcher Music. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, but he does a lot of his art like by hand and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he draws stuff, and so like there's been this. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to call it an argument. It's just kind of like us trolling each other. He's like, "You're a fucking graphic designer, and I'm an artist. There's a difference." And I was like, "No, dude, I'm an artist too. I just do a lot of graphic design because that's what the clients want." And like realistically, I've been drawing longer than I've been fucking doing music, and like I'm getting better and better at it, especially having a phone with a stylus that's like big as fuck and I can draw on and shit. Like somebody pulled me aside the other day. All right, so the comic is a combination of like clipping together scenes and stuff. Like, oh, I needed, a table in the background or something. So go find table clip art and put it in the fucking background, a sticker essentially, you know? And I'll construct shit. Like I'll have an idea in my head and I'll construct it. And then whatever I need to do by hand, I'll take my fucking stylus out and I'll do a little doodle and then use that doodle as a guideline and like use actual shapes and put them in and bolden and make everything look really nice. Like Jesse, you've read the comic, so you see like I did a lot of work in that. It's like some of it is like AI backgrounds and shit. Like I couldn't find exactly what I needed, so I just needed a fucking background to some money in the air with a fucking chick dancing in a club or something. And she's blurry as fuck looking in the background anyways. I'm drawing the foreground. You know what I'm saying? Like the characters in the foreground, I'm drawing that. And then digitally drawing it, like I put a lot of work into this shit.
You can tell. And about that comic, that thing, holy shit, man. I already got the PDF. I got the hard copy coming. But the artwork in that thing is incredible. And I want to give just a little shout out to you for giving me a shout out. And I just want to give you props on your interpretation. Again, I know I said this to you privately, but on Messy the Man, like, you fucking nailed that character so on point, man. It is
I had to make him look
ridiculous.
like a badass though. Like, oh my god. I almost wish that I could just like show off the comic a little bit. Like I don't have the physical books yet though. So there was a couple I had to correct the size on all the pages because the original template that they sent me to put everything on wasn't right dimensions wise for the printing. Like it was for the full page or something. I don't fucking know. Oh yeah. Also, Stoners versus Zombies Live, since that's on the screen. Um,
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
that's at Stargazer this year, July 25th to 27th. I'm not sure which day we're doing this yet, but they have already, covered MC Horror's travel expenses to get here. I can't go into any further into that than this, but so it's happening. We're doing Stoners versus Zombies live. I'm probably going to be looking for some people in attendance when I get there that want to like dress up as zombies and shit and get on stage. Allegedly throw out pre-rolls and stuff like that. And, merch. And, like, keep
That's
this.
fun.
I haven't really talked to MC Horror about if he plans to like have the hot box on stage with us or not. I don't know. But that shit's gonna be fucking dope. I made that flyer. That shows like I did these characters and shit. Like that shows the work that I put into my shit.
So are tickets for this one available? I don't know if you said that. My bad.
Yes. Tickets for Stargazer are available. It's gonna be a huge cannabis festival. It was sold out last year. I was one of the headline performers alongside Reddy Red and Rich Regal. Matt Keegan. She was dope. We were the only 4 performers there that weren't at the little bar stage.
All right. So actually, here we go. This was the flyer I was trying to pull up when you'll see the imagery here is similar, which is how I got confused. But this is some of the imagery and promo on how you can get your hands on this graphic novel. This one is what is it? It's the Jack of Hearts versus what's the title of it? Versus this one's similar.
It's the Jack of Hearts and MC Horror versus Meth Monsters.
Meth Monsters, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, so the first off, the premise of the comic itself is essentially like there's some criminals that are stealing this chemical for a meth chemist that wants to make like some more powerful meth or something like that, but the meth ends up turning the meth heads into monsters. And the criminals that stole the shit got their van all shot up, and some of it got in the spring that I allegedly get my water from for my pot plants. And well, that shit's legal here. It's not a legend.
I was gonna say allegedly. It's illegal here too. You're good, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically I think it's like I checked the pH and everything in it, and it shows it's just regular spring water. And I was like, all right, well, probably some kids put some food coloring in the water as a prank or something. I just watered my plants with it. Well, when we smoke the weed, it gives us like the power over all the different elements and shit. And then we end up having to like go fight the monsters. But it's absolutely fucking it's fucking hilarious. Like Jesse, you've read it, like it even had MC Horror laughing out loud, and that guy don't laugh at anything.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna make you laugh. The images, if you're not a reader and you don't want to laugh for some stupid reason, buy it for the images alone, because that is good enough to tell you the entire story on its own. But seriously,
there's so much more to it.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
so
absolutely. Give this thing a read, because it's entertaining. It's gonna keep you hooked. And 109 pages, is that what you said? It sounds like a lot, but it's 109 pages of
it's
just
108.
108 pages of just a blast, man. You're gonna enjoy yourself.
But the 108 pages is the only way to get that is to get one of the PDF cards. That's the deluxe digital version, which there's only 100 of those available. And Jessie got card number 1 because she was the first person to order a physical book, and they come with the physical books. You can either buy these cards by themselves until they run out for $25. All the information was on that flyer that Jesse showed a minute ago. It's also all over my page. if you're interested in getting one, I'm gonna give one away actually today. I don't know how many viewers we got though.
Right. Currently on my end, it says we have 8 across everywhere, all platforms.
Okay. All right. Well, we got 8 viewers. One of you 8 viewers is gonna win something. Do you see comments and stuff?
Yep, I can bring up an overlay real quick for you too, even make it easier. You could see them. Here we go.
Yeah. All right. So check it out. There's 3 ways to get this a masterpiece of a fucking graphic novel. You can get the standard PDF version, which is $20, and it'll be sent directly to email. Then there's the deluxe PDF version that comes on these cards here. Pocket, hold on. And I have 100 of these cards. Cover that part. And every one of them will come numbered and autographed. So you'll know which number card you got, and it gives something special. But that one also comes with the 2 bonus story pages that are only in the physical books. The first edition of the physical books will have an inner printed cover and a back printed cover, as well as the 2 bonus story pages. But when I do second edition prints of the book, it will not have the printed inner and back covers. So that's another cool thing about it.
And I don't know about you guys, but I think even if you're not getting the physical copy, getting one of these cards is still pretty cool because I like little collector things like that. And I think this guy and his little cards that he puts out like this are make a perfect little collector item to, you know, like he said, he signs them. I had him sign mine. I'm gonna wrap my sucker up, laminate that bitch, and put it in my collector thing, and
I got a laminator.
keepsake.
I fucking love my laminator. I laminate posters in that motherfucker. I think I have one.
So go get you one, whether it be a physical copy or just a PDF version, because you're still going to score one of these badass little cards right here. And those are pretty cool, is what I was saying. I think they're badass anyway.
Yeah.
Good collector pieces.
I mean, and they're limited. There's only I had 100 of them made. That's all I'm ever gonna have made of them. And then once they're gone, there will be no way to get the 2 bonus pages on the digital format. You'll have to buy a physical book to get them. So I don't know. Like, how should we do a giveaway here? Like, I got an idea. If anybody can guess my favorite weed strain, I will send them one of the deluxe PDF edition cards, numbered and autographed. Like, I want to see in the comments. Somebody has to guess my favorite weed strain.
That's going to be a tough one.
I'll give you a hint. It's a super powerful sativa strain.
All right, my weed smokers.
And it starts with a G, but that's all you get.
All right, you guys, let's see those comments. If you, I'm going to even go give you permission, but you absolutely have to come back. Go Google that shit if you have to. Go Google some weed strains, but drop a guess in the comments because you have an opportunity to win. I'm not kidding you. This is worth every penny. So if you're going to have an opportunity to win this shit for free, I highly suggest you take it right now. What is his favorite weed strain? Starts with a G. $25 PDF free graphic novel from the Jack of Hearts coming your way if you get it right.
I'll give you one more hint. I say this strain often in my weed songs.
All right. So if you, I don't know, maybe there's a hint. You sent us a couple videos, and one of them happens to be weed related because it's one of my favorites. But we'll play this video, get a couple more comments in, and see who gets it right.
I don't think that I might mention the strain in this one. I know I mentioned a strain similar to it, but I can't say how it's similar without giving away the answer. So, yeah.
All right, so we're gonna watch this video, give you guys a couple guesses in here, and I got them in order. So if you guys are guessing and you're double guessing, don't worry. I see who commented first where. But we're gonna watch this video. This video is called "Weed Women Fame" from the Jack of Hearts. Let's watch this shit. This is awesome.
I made this shit. And this is the wrong song. This is
yes, it is. Hold up. That's because there. Yep. This should be the right one. If not, I uploaded the wrong video.
Just call me back. He got that purple crack and a little bit of wax. So when my stoner bitches at, I'm about to roll a bag. I'm about to show my ass. I'm about to do some donuts in your motherfucking cul-de-sac. Hop in this Cadillac, 2 puffs and pass it back. Let's roll and get some snacks. Homegirl just text me back. She trying to smoke and smash. I'm down to pump and fuck. I've got this on the dabs, plus a quarter pound of buzz. She said she gon' bring a friend and hit the bank to get some funds. Stoner chicks up in my bed, I call that shit a hashtag. They won't let me hit it, cause I give them each a fat dab. Yeah, we got me lifted, I feel like I'm tripping, cause everything lately's been great. All of these critics think I am so gifted, and that gets my videos played. All of these women keep giving me digits, and that just keeps getting me laid. I got weed, I got women, and a little bit of fame. Y'all, this weed got me lifted, hope this high don't go away. I got weed, I got women, and a little bit of fame. Y'all, this weed got me lifted, hope this high don't go away.
Don't let it go away, I'm only here to make. I only listen to what dollars in the comments say. I steady playing with these bitches in the final days. I'm never feeling no remorse or some type of a way. I'm dead inside, and if you asking, that's why I be high. I let it ride, and if you flexing, you gon' touch the sky. I'm getting by, and if you tripping, ain't gon' let it slide. I'm smoking live, you can see the cloud from way outside. Fans or friends, I won't ever get them twisted. They said Chinese last album should've been titled The Gifted. Ask up all the groupies why they wanna be my missus, cause Cheney keep it 100, watch them blowing kisses.
We got me lifted, I feel like I'm tripping, cause everything lately's been great. All of these critics think I am so gifted, and that gets my videos played. All of these women keep giving me digits, and that just keeps getting me laid. I got weed, I got women, and a little bit of fame. Y'all, this weed got me lifted, hope this high don't go away. I got weed, I got women, and a little bit of fame. Y'all, this weed got me lifted, hope this high don't go away.
Dabs. I got a house rule. When the song Dabs from Stoners vs. Zombies plays, we have to do dabs for like the whole song.
Jesus Christ, and does anybody make it out alive?
I mean, not really, but yes.
Because I'm pretty sure the hook alone is just dabs. That's like 50 dabs right there.
I'm like trying to scroll these fucking comments and see if anybody won.
All right, let's see here. We've got...
It won't let me scroll. It moves the whole screen when I try.
So we have Gorilla Glue. We have Goosebumps. Granddaddy Perp.
Nope.
Let's see. We got a couple. Ghost.
Nope.
Gelato.
Nope. Half of these are indicas.
Yep, so far just a bunch of Gorilla Glues, and yep.
No, it's none of those. It's not Ghost Train Haze. Nope. Keep guessing, guys.
Keep them coming.
What were the 3 hints again?
Started with a G.
Oh, it's a super sativa strain. It starts with a G, and I say it frequently in my weed songs. Yeah, Jesse, you're gonna have to read them off to me as new ones come in because I haven't seen it yet. But if I see it pop up on there, I'm gonna say we have a winner.
We have a Grape Kush now that popped up.
No, that's not it. Kush is usually indica heavy. I'll give you
Green
one
Mamba.
more. No, it's not Green Mamba, but Green Mamba is good. There's a and it's not the Jack of Hearts strain either because that one doesn't start with a G. If my sister were watching right now, she'd be like, I fucking know this one.
Here's a good one. Golden Goat.
No, but also good. The Granddaddy Perp's good too.
Ugh. Golden Star. My God, there are so many strains out there, and I'm a lot of them apparently start with
I'm gonna make
G.
them
Damn.
work for it. Somebody's gonna be tuned in that knows like a bunch of my weed songs, and they were like, "Dude, what is this? I know this."
All right, so while we get some more guesses in here, you guys keep dropping those guesses. I'll keep shouting them out. Why don't you tell us about this hip hop shop you got going on?
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. So Hip Hop Shop is a once a month hip hop showcase that we host here in Athens, Ohio. By we, I mean myself representing Royal Butcher Music. If Hoare ever flew out here for it, he would be able to help me host because he's part of Royal Butcher Music. But we also have Hill from Dysfunctional Family. And they are longtime friends of mine from here in the Athens community. So when I first, little background here, when I first moved to Athens, Ohio, I didn't really know anybody because I came from another part of the country. You know, I grew up in Georgia, and then when I moved up here, I was in West Virginia for like a year and a half, and then moved to Ohio. And yeah, I didn't fucking know anybody. I didn't know what the hip hop scene was like or anything. But we have this Athens news paper, and I've been in this paper twice myself. But there was this hip hop shop. It was like open stage hip hop, come out by this time, and I was like, word. So I go out to that, and I meet the hosts, Ryan and Hill, who are the Dysfunctional Family. Shout out to those boys because they fucking rock the show. You might, if you follow my Facebook, you might have seen me do lives from some of their performances here in Athens before. They're great fucking guys, both of them. I've known them for over a decade, and they used to host Hip Hop Shop at a different venue here in Athens called the Union. And then a little over a decade ago, the Union caught fire and was closed down for a while they rebuilt. And so we stopped doing Hip Hop Shop, which kind of sucked because it took away the hip hop community in the Athens area. And this is a college town, so we get a lot of people, and it's ever changing. Like, you know, it's a hub for music as well. Like Athens is, I mean, it's all fucking doctors and fucking artists and musicians and fucking cultivators and shit. Like this area is strong lead art music, you know. Anyways, I talked to Hill and Swartz at Brubicue, which was an Athens local event here that they happened to be performing. And I was like, dude, we got to bring Hip Hop Shop back. Like, there's there's like 1 or 2 hip hop events in this town, and they're all like basically the promoters' homies. You know, like we need to have something for the artists in the area that are serious about this, and for the artists that are trying to learn about this. You know, like uh if you come to a hip hop shop, we can teach you everything from proper stage etiquette to the behind the scenes shit that you need to know for the digital streaming industry. I can teach you about your publishing, your sync, all these things, because these are things that I've done extensive research into for my career. And I know that as a career musician, that there's a lot more to it than just writing, recording, and putting out a song. You know, you have digital distribution, you have streaming rights, you have sync, mechanical rights. Uh, there's playlist pitching and ads, and the list goes on and on and on and on things that you need to do to be a successful artist. The shit's expensive. To say the least, but there's still ways to do it if you're balling on a budget. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wrote an artist guide, for example, that provides a bunch of resources for playlist pitching and shit like that, where you can, you know, every time you put out a new song, you pitch it to like as many curators as you feel like spending time submitting to, and it goes directly to the curator. It's all organic playlists. I give out all that information regularly. Like, I want to teach artists how to do this for a living while I'm doing it for a living. And I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that I meet that teach me shit too, but that's what Hip Hop Shop is about. It's about the hip hop community. Like, we want the DJs, we want the break dancers, we want the graffiti artists to come out. We can't use aerosol paints indoors, but if graffiti artists come out with paint pens and shit and canvases, anything that they paint will get displayed on stage the following month at Hip Hop Shop. And any artists that want to come out, that want to do live painting, even if you're not a graffiti artist, we encourage that shit. Come enjoy the show. You know, like, come paint something, get your art displayed. I want that bleed over from art into music live. Like, these artists are getting slept on, the musicians are getting slept on. Let's work together and get everybody in the spotlight, you know? That's what this event is about. And it's a monthly event that we do at the Sidebar in Athens, Ohio. If you're a hip hop artist looking to perform, we have 6 open stage spots available. You can show up at 7 p.m. at any hip hop shop. It's the first weekend of every month. The next one is March 7th, and that's what this flyer over here is for. And so I pre-book 2 headliners every month, and then the third headliner is the winner of a monthly cipher. The monthly cipher also wins the Best in Cipher as voted by the crowd, a Golden Boombox Award, and a paid headlining spot for the following month. So the cipher is open to anyone, but we want to let everybody know that if you don't have 30 minutes worth of material to perform, then I wouldn't recommend entering the cipher to win it. You know, like, because the headline spot is 30 minutes. So if you can't fill that time slot, then please don't try and win the cipher, but please still enter it, because it's fun for everybody. Any live DJs that would like to book to perform at Hip Hop Shop should reach out to me via email. That's RBMJOH, as in Royal Butcher Music, Jack of Hearts, 0017 @gmail.com. You can also search Hip Hop Shop Athens on the groups on Facebook and find the group that has all this information in it as well.
So it
It's a
sounds
lot to
like
talk
an
about, but it's a fucking big deal, and we're like creating a community for anybody in the hip hop industry. Like, if you want to learn, if you want to fucking come out and do your set live, you got a 1 in 6 chance. Just show up by 7 and sign up. We also do spoken word poetry from 7 to 8 p.m. while we're accepting the hip hop signups.
So an opportunity to get yourself seen, heard, and also educate yourself and find some opportunities to help yourself in your career, sounds like.
Right. And I put out a call for booking after every show for like 2 months in advance. So after the show March 7th, when I put out the call for booking, which will probably be like March 9th or March 10th after I get back from Alabama, the call for booking, I'll need 2 artists for June and July. Actually, I have one for June that's a hip hop shop OG from when it used to be at the Union. That is already locked in, but he's locked in because he's an OG and we're trying to get the OGs involved. So, but I do have Incline from Columbus and Biddy Bree from just outside of Detroit, Michigan, coming down in April. And I have Wevo from Athens, Ohio, and Just in Time, which is a lifetime homie of mine from down in Georgia that will be coming up to headline in May.
Like, yeah, sounds awesome. Before they get lost in here, I got to shout out a few more of our guesses real quick. We have a OG Goji.
No, that starts with a
Yeah. We have a Grease Monkey.
no. But Grease
G13.
Monkey and Gas Monkey are both fucking dope. I
Yep,
smoke a lot of weed.
a G13.
No, but also good. I grew G13 once.
And then there was one more. What is it? Georgia Pie.
Nope. I've never had that one.
Galactic Glue. Did I say that one?
No, but that's not it either. I'm gonna give him one more. There's a color in it. I'm not repeating it. If you didn't hear me, you didn't hear me. That's your final.
I think I might know what it is, but because I have one, I'm not going to say it. I think that last one, that last hint.
Yeah, no, I just said it once, and if they weren't listening, they missed it.
Green
Oh
Crack,
man,
I
yeah,
think.
Hip Hop Shop, man. I'm excited about Hip Hop Shop. Like that's like one of my favorite things in this world right now.
Green Crack. Did we say that one?
No, but that's it.
Oh shit, wifey got it.
Wifey got it. Well, y'all already have one though. Y'all already have one. So now you have to donate yours.
That's cool.
No, not like she's got to donate hers. Is what I'm saying. Because you got number 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, babe. So there you go. You won a book that you can donate to someone else because you and I actually have the real deal and the PDF.
I actually just typed that out.
All right. So I guess we'll have another competition before this pod is over and we'll see who gets the new one.
Well, either that or we could pass it on to your mom.
Yeah,
That's kind of
well,
what I
I
was
mean,
thinking.
y'all can have another competition like after this podcast or something to give that away because I got plenty of shit to give away.
Oh, damn. All right, you guys. So, like, if you're not
I
paying
got
attention
I
here,
got laminated mini posters that have like my Jack of Hearts card on it, and then it's got like the QR code and everything on the back that takes you to my link tree. They're like big music business cards that are like mini posters. I have fucking this one is Madman, but I have boxes of these digital download cards here for my albums.
Rob, if you did, I got you. I got you, bro.
All the different digital download albums. Well, this one is Madman, but I have Chaos Theory, We're All Mad Here, Madman, Stoners versus Zombies. Oh, actually, before I give any of those away, I only have these at live shows, so there's only. It looks like there's only one left. So this is something that Jesse probably doesn't have. And this is the Royal Butcher Music Choice Cuts, like mixtape, I guess you would call it. It features a lot of the fan favorites. It's like an 80-minute, just short of 80-minute album that's got League of Lyricists, The Jack of Hearts, and MC Horror on it. Compilation, that's the word. But it's only available at my shows, and I have one left before I have to press up more. And maybe we can give that away.
Right. What up, you guys? Thank you all for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, we are live here with the Jack of Hearts, and you picked the perfect show and the perfect time to tune in because he's giving away some free shit here, you guys. We got the last single copy of some, I'm going to call this some like, go ahead.
It's the Choice Cuts compilation.
So this is like some old school type shit, in other words, some old school Jack of Hearts with some homies. And we just gave away a $25 PDF of his new graphic novel. So tune in, tag your friends, share this video out, and come join the fun because, yeah, we're about to give away some cool shit with our buddy here.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what? Shout out to you, Jesse, because you do own the Royal Butcher Music Street Team merch rights for being like as awesome as you are. Like Jake's my promoter, man, but you're my street team promoter, you know? Like you're street team lead, but Jake's the madman behind the shares.
It's the Jack of Heartsy Fartsy over here. Emphasis on the fartsy, hardsy. You'll get it. You got it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, I've actually, like, every time I meet somebody from Colorado while I'm out here in Athens, because like I said, it's a college town. We get people from all over the country here. So again, a good reason to like hit me up about like, yo, tell me more about this hip hop shop. Like, because I would love to have any artist that wants to come to Athens, Ohio, located in Southeast Ohio. It's the home of Ohio University, not Ohio State University, even though that's only about an hour away. Yeah, Athens, Ohio. Look it up. If you think you can make it here and want to come out here and perform at Hip Hop Shop, get in touch with me. You can find me on Facebook /Royal Butcher Music or Instagram @Royal Butcher Music. If you send me a message, I manage those accounts myself. There's no robots behind it, except for the fucking robots that run the platforms.
No shit. So yeah, and I know I have a bunch of viewers that are out in that area. So when you guys come across this podcast and watch it, please hit up this guy. I know half of you already know who he is and are connected. So go connect yourself even more and get on some of these shows he's got coming up because I know, what did you say? You do a monthly? You do something monthly, don't you?
Yep. Hip Hop Shop is the first weekend of every month at the Sidebar in Athens, Ohio.
I got a couple other show flyers that you sent me over. What else do you got going on here?
So I've been doing the Royal Butcher Music Presents shows as well. And so what that is that's it's a different venue. I mean, I work with a few different venues. And what that is to like showcase local non-hip hop acts and stuff like that. It's usually I have a benefit involved. Like I did the Athens County food pantry benefit. It was called Food Jam, and I had like 7 acts that came out to perform, and we had like a booth set up out front where people could donate canned goods and everything. And we like loaded him down with like 3.5 full ass fucking beer barrels full of canned goods and shit. Plus, he made $250 off of their share of the door, and all my artists got paid. Like it was a successful event. The charity was really grateful, and really, I'm sure that we helped a lot of people. Like, and that's what matters to me. But that will be coming back soon too, as the months get warmer. But the next thing I have coming up is my St. Patrick's Day show that I'm hosting, and that features some like serious local talent. We've got the Gavin Payne Band, who Gavin Payne performed solo in the Royal Butcher Music Battle of the Bands at the same venue that this is at, and won first place against I think like 12 other bands.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and his energy is amazing. And like first and second place, it was Gavin Payne Band and Shampoo for the Monks. And after the winners were paid and announced in front of everybody, we had them get together on stage, and they just did some covers for like until 2 a.m. And the energy was so fucking like I've never seen that bar packed until 2 a.m. But it was just so it was like the best fucking set I've ever seen at the Skull when those two acts got together and just did that like encore performance for everybody. This show's so dope. So like mad respect for Gavin Payne. He's a friend at this point, and I love having him on shows. He fucking rocks it. This time he'll have his whole band with him, which is way different of a show in the best way. Uh-oh. Hi, Stills.
Wasn't mine this time.
No, I think my homie's here, so Zeus is barking.
All right, so go check out that show, you guys. It's only $5 admission. Who the heck has a show for only $5? Go fucking blow that shit up.
Hip Hop Shop is $5 as well.
That's
Zeus,
what I'm talking about.
Come here. Come here. All right. So on this, I have Gavin Payne Band. I also have House Cat and Ty Scott, which Zeus. Come here. Come here. That's Brett. Hello. Chill, Zeus. What up, homie? So yeah. Anyways, I have Gavin Payne Band. I have House Cat and Ty Scott. House Cat and Ty Scott is this kid Jonah that I met at Jackie O's open mic night here in Athens, and dude, he's fucking great, man. Like he's got this real soul rock vibe about him, and he did something the night that I met him while he was performing that was absolutely fucking amazing. Like he doesn't do hip hop, but he does like bluesy rock, and it's fucking awesome. But he did this like funny song at the end where he asked the audience to give him a subject, right? And it ended up being like this one chick's mom's panties. And he did a whole fucking song about it, like off the top of his head, playing guitar and fucking singing. And it was a dope fucking song. And like, I was like, yo, dude, like, let me book you in March. And he was like, for sure, man. So like he'll be there, and he's bringing his homie Ty Scott, who is another really talented singer and guitar player that frequents the Jackie O's open mic up there. And then local southern rock slash country artist on the rise, Eric Atkinson, who he recorded his song 740 in my studio, actually. And he has been on my podcast as well. But he's getting a lot, like he's riding a lot of waves down there in Nashville right now, like, and he's won local awards for music and shit, and it's he puts on such a great show. Zeus. Chill,
Yeah,
dude.
I feel like maybe it is from you, but I do feel like that name does ring a bell already.
Yeah, Eric, he was on Chopping It Up with the Jack of Hearts with me. He's one of the local friends here, but he goes back and forth to Nashville, does shows down there and stuff, and works in studio down there, plus up here. Gets his family involved. Like I know his wife does a lot of his booking, but I know him, and I always just reach out to him directly.
All right.
But that is going to be an awesome show. There's going to be green beer. I'm trying to lock in a live painter for that one. So if you're in the Athens area and you do live painting and would like to come out 2 days before St. Patrick's Day for an awesome fucking show, live painters cover would be waived, and you can just set up and paint during the whole show.
Oh yeah, hit him up, you guys. There are a bunch of opportunities that he is giving you if you are an artist in the area or going to be in the area.
Right. We also will be doing in April the Smoke in the Hills Festival, which is kind of tied in with Hip Hop Shop. So Hill won't be there to help me host this one, but I made this beautiful flyer here as a collaboration with an artist, Zach Al, who was a live painter at the first Hip Hop Shop, but unfortunately passed away. And he had done like the background and everything for him, and I got to make the official flyer as a collaboration with the late Zach Al. But yeah, so I will be hosting a 2-night hip hop shop festival edition at Smoke in the Hills Festival. However, this one was all pre-booked. I'm bringing out 6 artists from across the Midwest and East and Northeast to perform each night, along with 2 headliners each night. One night of which will be me and Zombie Cole.
Pepsi.
Yeah, that is a hell of a lineup if you guys can see that right there. I mean, another I know half of these artists.
So Hip Hop Shop, we have a total of 16 artists performing over the span of 2 nights, and I'll be the host both nights. But we encourage any breakdancers that want to attend Smoke in the Hills festivals, or any DJs that want to attend, or any graffiti artists that want to attend. And since we are outdoors, aerosol paints will be permitted. However, you cannot paint anything that is on the grounds that you did not bring with you to paint. Disclaimers and all that.
Absolutely. Be respectful, you guys.
Yeah, we like to leave no trace if possible when doing festivals. It's a best practice amongst festival promotion. If you leave the venue as nice or nicer than it was when you got there, they'll invite you back.
Very good rule of thumb anywhere you go and anything you're doing, quite honestly.
Yeah. I mean, shit gets trashed sometimes, but as long as you got somebody there to clean it up, like.
What else? We have a track to play, and we have another video.
Ooh, let's play
So,
the track since it's Valentine's Day.
all right, let's do that.
This
All
one
right.
goes out to, like, if you're listening and you can think of that one ex that's like, God, I wish I could just stab that motherfucker a couple of times. Like, that's not what the song's about, but that's what this song is dedicated to, is that ex for you. Like, when you listen to it, picture that fucking ex, and you'll fucking love this song.
So, as he just said, this is IDWLYA, which stands for I Don't Want to Love You Anymore. So, happy Heartbreak Valentine, and enjoy this track from the Jack of Hearts.
I can't hear it.
I don't wanna love you anymore.
There it goes.
I was down for you, babe. Now I see it in your face. I'm gonna put you in your place. I don't wanna see you anymore. Yeah, I'm done with the fake. Think we need a little space. I'm gonna put you in your place. I don't wanna love you anymore.
Goodbye and good riddance, cause bitch, you drive me crazy.
It's really quiet on my end.
Remain friends with you if you fucking paid me. No good vibes or good wishes. I hope that you suffer daily. You told me way too many lies. Now I don't trust the shit you say to me. I guess I opened up my eyes and saw the truth through you betraying me. You had me blinded by a promise of love that you never gave to me. So for my sanity, bitch, just stay away from me. I'll burn the bridge between us to ashes to make it easy. Now you can live with the fact that you killed what we had with you cheating. And I'll just live with the fact that your part in my past is deceiving. Now that I've got all the facts, it's so hard to be sad that I'm leaving. I've kept my anger in check, but it's probably best me speaking. So I'ma say it like this, and I hope that you get it, believe me.
I don't wanna love you anymore. I was down for you, babe. Now I see it in your face. I'm gonna put you in your place. I don't
Okay, as long as it sounds good to y'all.
Yeah, I'm done with the fake. Think we need a little space. I'm gonna put you in your place. I don't wanna love you anymore.
I think it's sad that you let all these fucking addicts in your house. You let them steal from you and kill what you had built up for yourself. You had a car, you had a home, and now you about to lose them both. You can't even help yourself. Why you helping someone else to plead all of your mental health? They don't even need your help, and it's a motherfucking shame because your kids would excel if you just had the fucking brains to drop their friends and get well. But you're just too fucking afraid to even live for yourself. So you justify your ways by giving sick people help that they refuse to fucking take at expense to yourself. See, it don't make a lick of sense how you can live with yourself or even get a bit of rest putting your kids in this hell. Me, I relate to them kids because I've lived it myself, and I feel like I let them down, but really it wasn't me, cause you're the bitch that shut me out for something you done to me.
I don't wanna love you anymore. I was down for you, babe. Now I see it in your face. I'm gonna put you in your place. I don't wanna see you anymore. Yeah, I'm done with the fake. Think we need a little space. I'm gonna put you in your place. I don't wanna love you anymore.
Yeah. I do that shit live a lot. I love that song live.
That's one of my favorite songs of yours. It's one of the very
Oh
first
my
ones
God,
I
that
heard,
song-
which is why I don't know, something about that one. I love that song.
Yeah, that song gets fucking people hyped live. That one and my verse and hook for Flowers.
I feel like that one should be a radio jam. There's another one you do. I can't think of the name of it. I just had it and I lost it. But there's another one you
Smoke
do.
Alarm.
Yep, probably that one.
Yeah. Smoke Alarm gets played a lot at the bar. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you, Jay. Yo, JMC is /Master Sid, and he will be coming out to Smoke in the Hills and performing alongside of Illinois, who is one of the homies of Nice With It, who you had on the show yesterday, I believe.
Oh.
Or somebody had him on the show yesterday.
I've had Nice With It on the show, but
That's my boy, dude. I went out to
that was a while ago.
Chicago. I went out to Chicago and I stayed with /Master Sid and his wifey, and it was just for a weekend, but we met up with Nice With It because that was my other homie, and they didn't know each other then, and like I had introduced them because they live in the same area, and then like I did that other podcast like a week ago, and they asked, or Jake had asked me like what was an artist that I wanted to work with, and I was like, really? It's like the Palmer Squares out of Chicago. And the price isn't unreasonable. I just don't have it expendable right now. But if you don't know about the Palmer Squares, I mean, like, they're fucking dope. They do a lot of shit in Ohio with Tropodelic. I don't know if you're familiar, but
No, but I like the name, so I'm gonna go look it up. That's all it takes for me. I'm like, hey, that's interesting.
Dude, the Palmer Squares has actually been kind of like a little bit of an influence in my lyrics. Like when I wrote that fucking hip hop boogeyman for Blind Logic, my verse in that is like still one of my favorite verses. That fucking I'm like Dexter, the hacking and slashing the wackest, the rackers, tagging the bag and put the bag in the bad bastard to bury the bad bastard in the flats in Nevada or Nebraska, whichever's faster or flatter. Guess that doesn't matter. The matter, the hatter, the batter, the rapper. But that I mean better, but that I mean clever. So who would you crown as the maddest contender? My album was called We Are Mad Here, remember? Yo, it's actually clever to use my album as reference. If you asked it and get it, go and download the record. Like that flow is like something that I wouldn't have been able to like learn properly, like to do that if I hadn't been paying attention to Term and Act from Palmer Square. So shout out to those guys, even though they probably have no idea who I am.
Oh yeah, shout out to them. And Jay, I see you in the comments, man. If you would be down, I personally would love to get you on the show and interview you and learn more about you. We are connected very mutually. I've done a lot of artwork with your name on it, so I'd love to get you on the show and chat you up as well. So hit me up if you're interested, my man. Tropodelic, yeah, for sure. What up, Blind Logic? Thank you for tuning in. SimCity for show. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, JMC, aka /Master Sid, who we were just referring to. Thank you for watching. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We got quite a few viewers right now. So what's the deal with this? How can we cop this CD from you?
The CD.
Yeah, I'm
I don't know. I
interested.
was thinking about it. That's how I was eating these potato olays and thinking about that shit. Who remembers my dog's name? I've said it a few times.
Oh, fuck, I should know this. Son of a bitch.
No hints. I said it in the video numerous times when he was barking. Who was paying attention? Hey, I like to throw a little chaos in the fucking mix sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Damn it. I want this so bad, and I'm not gonna Zeus. Yes, babe, fucking coming through for the win. I'm like, I am not gonna cheat because I know this shit's in my messages if I checked, but fucking wifey coming through with the win.
Wait.
Hell yes.
Wait, but I don't know, man. I think that maybe we should do it like this, since DJ Lucius, like, they both kind of popped up on my screen at the exact same fucking time. So I think we should do it like this.
Oh,
Maybe,
no,
maybe
dude.
Wifey should forfeit the graphic novel to DJ Lucius if you want the CD, if DJ Lucius is cool with that, because like it was like Zeus. Both of y'all
Yep.
said it.
And Wifey even called herself out on it, to be fair, and she spelt it wrong. DJ Lucius came through and spelt it right. So,
yep.
Yeah. All right. DJ Lucius, if you're down for a trade or something like that, hit me up, my guy.
No, post in
Or
the comments about it. We'll make it happen. Like,
yeah. Cause I ordered the graphic novel, so I already have a copy. So I have not that I wouldn't enjoy a second one, but I would rather someone else enjoy it. So yeah, let's see what's good with it.
yeah, if DJ Lucius is down to take the prize of the graphic novel instead of the CD, then Wifey over there can get the CD.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, DJ Lucius, my man, big supporter of the show. And you guys, I'm
He
gonna
said
throw this.
100% down. All right, so DJ Lucius, if you are on Facebook, my Facebook profile is facebook.com/Royal Butcher Music, all one word. Hit me up on Messenger and I will get your shipping information and get that sent out to you. I also got to check my list to see which number it is before I can number it. Yeah, so that's 2 prizes down. I don't know what I'm going to do as the next prize though. Not yet. Maybe that little poster thing. But
one thing I want to mention real quick, since we got DJ Lucius here, and because I know we're here to support the artists, if it's okay, I want to talk a little bit about a new platform that he's working on that I think you guys really should jump on and use. It's called Artist Entanglement, if I believe correctly, and I'm going to leave it up to him whether or not he wants to drop the link to this new music platform, something completely outside of Facebook, outside IG, outside of TikTok, all this shit that he's trying to build for us artists and musicians. So check the links. DJ Lucius, like I said, it's a beta. I want to put a big emphasis on that. It is still beta program, but it is up and somewhat running, and I'm sure he would appreciate the interaction, and I'm sure all you guys as artists would appreciate another platform that's not under the control of a bunch of bots and shit.
yeah, we put on a good show over here.
So
but
yes.
It's a fucking holiday and I gotta give away shit. I got
Fuck
so
yeah.
much shit going on that I got to talk about that I mean, like, it's worth it to listen to me babble on about all these different shows to win some shit, And the fucking giveaways are random as fuck.
Oh shit, they're working, man. Go hit that link, you guys, once the show is over, if you would. But DJ Lucius on Facebook, Hype as Fuck Promotions page, dropped a link to this page that I'm talking about. Go utilize it if you are an artist. I feel like it's got some good stuff. I already checked it out. So go do that.
Stars and share this out and tip your bartenders and all that.
Tip your bartenders. Go stream your artist music. Like, follow, share, sub, all that good shit. All right. You want to give some more stuff away, or you want to tell us about this other video that I already kind of
was it not Sorry Not Sorry? It's Follow the Path?
Yes.
Okay. So Follow the Path is actually, I really liked the song. Initially, I was going to use all my singles that I've been putting out occasionally to like have something new out, because I like realistically I do a lot. I do like show promotion, my own promotion, playlist pitching, constantly like reading updated articles and things that I need to know on a regular basis. I deal with the jukeboxes and all that shit. Like it's a lot of different shit going on, especially when you get into the like show promotion side of it, where I'm like booking shows and doing the art for the shows that I'm booking, and like making sure all the artists are taken care of, that everybody's like having a good time, making sure the crowd is taken care of. Like I don't know how often you talk to Carmen, but like she's been to a couple of the hip hop shops so far, and she has seen how like I operate. Like during the show, I'm not just in one place like hanging out. Like I'm micromanaging the whole fucking show. Like it's me. Like I bring the poster boards and shit. Like now Hill is my co-host. He brings the sound and plays. He's essentially the DJ when we don't have DJs. And when we do have DJs, there's a couple of different options for DJ booking. You can either have like your own set that's not like really exceeding 20 minutes time frame because of the amount of time that we're allotted, or you can DJ for the whole night, which makes you responsible for playing artist sets. But in between sets, you can play your own original mixes or scratch or whatever. But all DJs need to reach out to me via email, rbmjoh0017@gmail.com.
Yes, I will. I got a lot going on today, but trust me, at some point before the end of the day is over, I will go through and attach these links to all the videos, whether it be YouTube or wherever you're watching or listening, so that you will be able to contact and reach out to him, because a ton of opportunities you guys all need to check out for sure.
Yeah, and I shot and edited this video myself, and it was a learning curve, because until I got home and realized that I had shot the whole thing with my phone facing upwards, that didn't stretch out, like, and so like the video is just kind of like centered a little bit, and I like, it's still a good video, but I should have filmed it differently and edited it. It was a learning curve. It was like the first video I shot that wasn't like animated, you know what I mean? So or shot and edited, and now I'm doing more interesting stuff. Like I have the one where I'm like sitting in the studio at a desk, like basically battle rapping my professional self. Like,
All right. So now that you have a little bit of a backstory on this, we're going to watch this video.
yeah, this one's filmed in Athens, on scene, in location.
Follow the Path from The Jack of Hearts.
Real hip hop shit.
Everybody got some goals, but they wanna vote. Trust me, I know how it go. Probably lying if you say you don't. Bills piling, trying to stay afloat. Getting by, but you staying broke. Day job doesn't pay enough. Wanna cry, but you staying tough. Getting high, barely make you young. Every day you waking up, feeling like you ain't enough. Slave away to make some funds, day to day just saving up. Can't wait to say you made enough to change the way you waking up. You ain't afraid to say you've done away with hate to gain some love. You paved the way for fame to come, but wait and waste to wait for some. Today's the day you're waiting on, so take and make the play and grow. Yeah. Don't like the way the game is played, change the way they play it, man. Make them haters say your name until they make you famous, ayy. I ain't just talking to rappers, I'm talking to all of y'all with a passion. Get off of your asses and follow the path till you've already got what you're after. I scoff at the thought of a slacker. I falter, but that doesn't matter. Work harder than all of you bastards. Y'all falling and start crawling backwards. I highly doubt y'all could get whacker. But what do I know? I'm a rapper. When I say that to people, it's laughter. Like they don't believe me till after. They've seen me compete with the masters. Went from the bottom to top of the ladder. Like now I'm a god among all of them rappers. I work my ass off to get my pockets fatter. And I ain't gon' stop, I'ma kill it forever. No days off, no limits, no way I'ma ever fail. I'm ridiculous, different and clever. I put my life on the line like a veteran. Doc thinks I'm out of my mind and need medicine. Boss think I'm lying, but I'm being genuine. I quit my job and go far in the industry. Y'all just keep buying my products and giving me fuel for the fire I've started, you feeling me? Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm a little slow on the uptake here.
All good. Yo, that's some like real shit to me though. Like that song's kind of like a portrayal of like how I feel, you know. Like I work a lot, you know, and you know, they say put your life in your music. All right. Well, what do you do when your life is music, art, and marijuana? You write songs about like motivational shit, like that shows like, hey, look, you know, I'm doing all this stuff, and that's really all I got to talk about half the fucking time. But I can still make dope music about it, and I do it in my own way, you know. And then I like to push myself a lot too. Like I mentioned earlier that the homie MC Horror, he's always like pushing me to do better, you know. And I do the same shit to myself, which is one reason that it takes me so goddamn long to like put out a fucking album. Beyond the fact that I'm doing a lot more independently on my own than just making music and putting it out. Like I'm doing art, I'm doing videos, I'm doing shows. Like like Jake said, he was like, you know, you don't put out as much music as I think you should, but you're always doing shows. Well, you know, like this I learned from the people that I watched turn this into their career, you know, like the Tech Nines and the Chris Calicos and shit. You know, sometimes you gotta sacrifice making new shit to get this shit going. And once that shit gets going, you can make some new shit and get it going with that shit that you got going before, you know? Like you I don't necessarily say like sometimes you gotta drop it, because like I'm always thinking of new lines and shit, but I don't always come up with like the greatest shit, and I'm picky as fuck. So um so I don't know, like sometimes I'll put like making new music on the back burner to work on things like graphic novels and things that I've wanted to do, which that all kind of started with the A to Z. Like I had tried and tried and tried to write A to Z like a million fucking times before I finally wrote it. And then when I finally wrote it, I was just like, you know what, dude? You've been wanting to do this for fucking years. Just fucking do it. Just get through, do it and fucking get through it, you know? And I did it, and now I'm like, I've put off writing the second one, but I have a good bit of the second one written. I just want to like go redo the A's considerably.
Considerably. If you guys have not checked out that track, that's another one I highly recommend, because dude literally raps the alphabet from A to Z, and shit is crazy.
Yeah, 6.5 minutes, one take, all from memory. It's not an actual song, so the only way to hear it is to go to the YouTube channel. It's at Royal Butcher Music 116 on YouTube. But yeah, that shit is crazy. 6.5 minutes, one take. Like that's one of the things that Underrated has told me that like truly impressed him about me beyond my art and shit that I do. And like working with him since the Stoners versus Zombies, it's cool, man, because like I can hit him up and he'll actually like talk to me and shit. Like he's a real motherfucker. He's not like, oh, fucking pay me or fuck off, you know? Like
So we've reached kind of all the fun stuff that you sent in me. So for a quick little, I guess, a recap, I don't know what to call it, but I'm gonna just kind of hammer you as fast as I can with some of my normal questions after you tell us what breed Zeus is.
yeah, Zeus is a pit bull mix of some sort. He's actually a rescue. A friend of mine wasn't able to keep him, and he had already been in and out of the pound a few times, and she was going to have to take him back because she wasn't able to keep him. And so I was like, nah, don't take him back to the pound. I'll take him. You know? And he's like the best fucking dog, man. I love that dog to death. And he's super chill. Like he barks when somebody shows up, you know, but that's what he's doing his job. I don't have to yell at him and just like Zeus, chill, and he will. But I spoil the fuck out of him, and he's a good dog. He listens really well. He don't run down in the road and all that. He's goofy as fuck. Run fucking circles on top of my fucking bed. Like if I tell him like get a toy and then like hold the toy up, he fucking run circles. It's fucking crazy.
The joys of owning a pit bull, for sure.
Oh, he's adorable though. He's my little house hippo.
House hippo, land seal. Yeah. Mine's over here giving me pathetic eyes now. All right, so speed round.
Okay.
Where would you like to see yourself in 5 years?
During the winters in a fucking tropical paradise somewhere, laugh reacting to pictures of snow.
Where would you like to see yourself business industry wise in 10 years? Or 5 years, I'm sorry.
At least 6-figure income a year.
If you could headline any venue anywhere in the world, where are you going to headline?
Red Rocks. We've been through this.
And what 3 are you bringing with you this time?
The 3 people that I'm performing with?
Yep. They could be mainstream, they could be your homies. Who's opening, who's hitting that stage with you?
Bringing MC Horror and Palmer Squares and the Dysfunctional Family with me because that shit would be dope as fuck. That'd be a dope show.
What keeps you motivated?
Paying my bills and doing what I love.
Oh, yeah. Now, advice for any new upcoming artists.
You're gonna have to do a lot more than you thought you would. You know, I'm not saying that you're gonna have to like suck dick or anything like that. Like, but
don't do that.
I mean, like, if you like to suck dick, then go right ahead. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna suck a dick to get anywhere in life. You know what I mean? Like, you have to learn a lot of different shit, man. Like, don't be scared to take the criticism from people. Like, I understand there's a thin line between a critique and hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a motherfucker's like, no, dude, this fucking sucks, but you could make it better by doing this, and this, that's a fucking critique. Don't be a fucking douchebag, hater-ass motherfucker that's like, you fucking suck. Kill yourself. You know, that's a fucking hater.
Next question. How do you deal with your haters?
I don't. Let's let them fucking hate. I smoke weed and eat potato fillets. Picture me over here puffing on pot that you cannot obtain in your state.
All right. So I'm down to. I only got 3 more. What is the hardest obstacle you've had to overcome?
Cancer.
And congratulations, my man. 100%.
Yo, we're coming
Fuck
up on
yeah.
13 years. Like every year we do on April 10th, we have like a smoke session that's like themed around the year that I've been cancer free. So last year we smoked a 12-inch cone from like the raw cones, but it was 12 inches from the filter tip of the 24-inch cone.
I remember the pictures. Yep.
It took us like 6.5 hours to smoke that motherfucker with 5 people.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
man. I
And then
can't
when
wait to
it
come
got
hang
down to the
out.
filter tip where we couldn't smoke no more, we dumped out the fucking filter tip and Randy rolled 2 fucking blunts and we smoked those.
Oh man, I could just imagine all fucking caked with all that good gooey resin and fucking re-smoke from smoking. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting high just thinking about it.
Get
All
high
right.
just hanging around me. I'm
All
not
right.
even kidding.
So this is one of my last 2 questions, and you know how this goes. You were on Hype as Fuck podcast, so I need to know one of your most hype as fuck moments.
Oh man. All right. There was this one time that I allegedly ran away from the police when I was a kid. Well, like not like a kid, but like a teenager. Um, so there was this bully in school, and he had some pot plants growing out back in planters on the other side of a fence at this girl's house that I was like talking to. And I was over there one night, and we could see them from her room upstairs, like just pot plants right there on the other side of the fence. I was like, fucking take that, fuck that kid, right?
Fuck them
And
kids.
so I'm like walking down the road, and I got my hoodie up, and then I see blue lights flashing behind me, and they're like, freeze! And I just bolted. I was like, they don't know who I am. I'm walking down the street with 2 fucking pot plants that are like 4 foot tall. Like, so I bolt and I bolt, and like I know the trails in the back of this fucking neighborhood, and there was this spot where they had like taken a bunch of fill dirt out of, and it kind of made like a deep fucking crater looking spot in the fucking ground. I'd run down in that motherfucker, and it's like me and these 2 plants, and I'm like carefully setting them down and like covering my fucking self up with fucking leaves and covering the plants up with leaves, and then it's like quiet as fuck. And then I hear cops running through there, like chasing after me, shining flashlights and shit. But they're like down below me, and like I'm up, way up on this hill, like down inside the fucking top of the hill. Like if you're at the bottom of the hill and you ain't never been up to the top of that hill, you wouldn't even know that little fucking crater in the top of it was there. Like, but I'm like
Remember,
covering
guys,
myself
this
up
is
with shit.
all allegedly.
Yeah, so like I'm like covering myself up. Well, I was a minor then, so like, um, but yeah, fucking, I hear the cops take off, and when they got far enough out of earshot to where I felt like I was safe enough to get out of there, I fucking like peek up out of that motherfucker, and then like bolted down and took off through the other trail into my neighborhood, and then just like over a couple of fences and into the house. These 2 fucking pot plants.
You need to make a fucking comic out of that, dude. Like, I am mentally picturing you just trying to run around from the cops holding these 2 fucking pot plants, or trying to hop fences and hide under leaves, like covering up the fucking pot plants. This big pile of fucking leaves off road, like just sitting there with the. I know it's probably not how it was, but these 2 little fucking pot stems just sticking out, trying to hide from the fucking cops and shit. Oh, I don't know. It just seemed fun in my head.
I don't know,
I
man.
played it out.
My childhood, my teen years was wild. Ackworth represent. That's that cat I was talking about, Just in Time, earlier. He's down there in Ackworth, where I grew up. Or well, I think he's in Augusta now, but he's still in Georgia. Yeah. But that's one of the Ackworth homies. And he was around then, and he'll be at the May 2nd hip hop shop at the Sidebar.
We had a question from our viewer. I like this question because he's right. You seem to be a master negotiator and always have cool shit. Any negotiating tips you can share?
Always get. I don't know, man. Like I just kind of smoke a bunch of fucking weed and do my own thing, you know. Like I try and keep it professional when dealing with shit on any sort of professional level. Like there's uh like there's always going to be that aspect of like people that don't know how to bring their personal life to a professional life and like leave that shit at the door. Like when it's time to work, it's time to work, and when you're working, you need to be professional at all times. Like I I have MC Horror on Royal Butcher Music to fucking while out and say whatever the fuck he wants to say because I'm the one that handles all the professional behind the scenes shit, you know. Like, well, me and Willie Hayes split that bill because he's got UFO Gang Records as well, and MC Horror's like co-signed. Yeah.
I actually have two more questions because there was one that was brought to me earlier today. I can't forget to ask this one. But I mentioned at my dispensary earlier that I was doing a podcast and they asked who I was doing it with. And when I said the name The Jack of Hearts, the first question they asked me was, do you do magic tricks?
Hold on.
Hold on, this dude's gonna show us a fucking magic trick. Now I know what to tell her when I go back.
Hold on a second.
There it is, you guys. He just disappeared.
No. I had to stand up to fucking get this wallet. They keep making pants pockets smaller and smaller, so it's a pain in the ass to get this fucking wallet out.
While he is doing that, I want to take a second and give you guys who tuned in a little quick shout out. Thank you again, DJ Lucius, SimCity for show. Always, wifey, my mom, Rob Gates, thank you for tuning in, homie. Another day one, always in the show. Who else is here? Make sure to drop a comment so I can give you a shout out. Blind Logic, JMC. They got a lot of you guys in here. Mal X, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for the stars. Jeremy, aka Toad. All right, now let's see this magic trick. Ty the Berserker.
There's your magic trick.
There you go, guys. Did you see it? Were you watching? Were you paying attention?
If you blink, you might have missed it. Go back and watch it again.
Yep.
There's a random fucking Gathering of the Juggalos documentary that was on PBS at one point, and I'm in that motherfucker straight doing that fucking card trick because I run up on the camera. I was like, "Hey, what you filming?" And he's like, "A documentary." I was like, "You want to see a magic trick?" And he's like, "Maybe." And then I showed him that, and he was like, "Hey, that's actually good. I can run that in the fucking documentary." He's like, "I expected it to be like X-rated or something."
No, I think everyone's pretty impressed. DJ Lucius, how the hell did you do that? What? Do it again. Do it again. Nope, you have to go rewatch the whole show.
Yep.
Rob Gates would like to know his infamous question. What's your favorite type of pizza?
Fucking Alfredo base stuffed crust, all the meats and mushrooms and whatever. Fucking like I buy, like I went to my homie's house and we had Domino's and my pizza was like $36. I had everything on that bitch.
That sounds bomb though. Alfredo base too.
Yo, the fucking red sauce gives me heartburn like half the fucking time, and so like I usually swap it out for an Alfredo base instead of but I also like when I go to Chicago, I like Chicago style pizza. When I go to New York, I like New York deep dish. Like, well, not New York deep dish, but the New York style pizza, the fucking bigger ass slices, like every fucking slice of pizza like a fucking
Where you have no choice but to fold it because it's so big.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I like Chicago pizza, and like I don't know the name of the place that Jay and them ordered from when I was staying with them out there, but that place was dope. It's always like the little hole in the wall fucking pizza place that you never like the fucking J&J's pizza, you know, whatever.
Oh yeah, good seeing you, man. Hit me up. We'll get you booked on an episode. Have a good rest of your Valentine's Day. And all right. My last question of the show. I know this answer because you've been on the show, but for my viewers who may have missed it the first round, what's your favorite dinosaur?
Oh man, I feel like this answer is just gonna keep changing, but like
that's all right.
You're my favorite dinosaur. How about that?
That's the best fucking answer ever. Winner of the show. All right, podcast is canceled because no one's ever gonna fucking top this episode. It's over.
Oh,
Got to take it while I'm ahead.
It's you plus the fire and ice dinosaurs from the comic. I almost forgot about them.
Hell yeah. No, I actually am curious. Did you come up with all of these monsters and characters for that comic yourself? Were these all out of kind of your inspiration? Because there's a ton of them in there.
Bunch of fucking squiggles, man.
Yeah, there's a bunch of monsters and I mean, not just monsters, but dinosaurs. I mean, you name it, you're gonna see it in this comic. It's so fun. Please go get you one. It's badass. But
no, I've never been to Utah, Rob Gates. Not yet. There's 20 states I've never been to.
Wow, that's surprising. Do you have a favorite venue that you have been to so far?
The Masquerade in Atlanta, the old one, the one where my fucking career started.
And that's a hell of a good ass reason. Fuck yeah.
Like, if you know about the old Masquerade, you're fucking depressed about it. They fucking tore it down and turned the spot where it was into like low income housing. But I mean, like, don't get me wrong, the building was like falling the fuck apart. You know, it at very least needed restored. But that was like a legendary concert hall, and like all the greats played there. Like, so like every time that I wanted to go to see a concert by somebody that I listened to growing up, whether it was Insane Clown Posse or Tech Nine or anything, like, which I had to do the street team to even get them to like come to Atlanta because they didn't have the connections in Atlanta back then. And then like I plugged them in with the Masquerade, and then once they were in with the Masquerade, they sent people out around the state and shit and found other venues and would book with other artists that, you know, like, you can't connect with these artists until you connect with these artists. That's how it works. But yeah, like I love that venue, and I miss the good old days of going there. Like, I've been to a bunch of the venues around the country. Like, I've performed in some. I'm banned from one. Yeah, I'm banned from one, and I'm not sure if it's still there or not, but if it is, Swayze's gave me a lifetime ban because we showed up with a keg and a fucking blunt that was like this, and we just sit down on the front of the stage and be like, I just want to sit here and get high, yeah, smoke that weed, and then light this big-ass blunt with a torch and pass it around. It's a no smoking, no drinking venue. We're all in there getting fucking drunk and smoking.
Just pictured like Jay and Silent Bob type shit. Smoking weed.
Yeah, my life is music, art, and marijuana. So that's pretty much what I do, live, breathe.
All right.
This whole thing is being filmed right next to a grow tent.
So, I mean, we covered a lot today, but I know you have, like I said, a gazillion things going on. So before we end this out, is there anything that we might have missed that you want to talk on real fast?
We talked about Smoke in the Hills. So recap: Smoke in the Hills Festival at Smoke Rise Ranch in Gloucester, Ohio. You can get tickets at smokeinthehills.com. Yeah, April 25th and 26th, I will be hosting 2 nights of badass hip hop from all across the Midwest, Northeast, and East Coast. It's going to be a fucking amazing show. There's plenty of other acts outside of Hip Hop Shop as well, including some local friends of mine, Captain Chucky and the Cadillac South, and the Appalachian Soup Company. They're all amazing talents. There's going to be comedy, like there's a whole slew of comedians. It's going to be dope. And then my St. Patrick's Day show will actually be the 15th, which is the weekend leading into St. Patrick's Day, since St. Patrick's Day falls on a weekday. Admission will be $5. I have 3 amazing bands playing that. That's the Gavin Payne Band, the House Cat and Ty Scott, and then Eric Atkinson. That'll be at the Smiling Skull Saloon in Athens, Ohio on March 15th. And it's going to be fucking dope. There will be green beer and all that. Then we've got Stoners versus Zombies Live coming up at Stargazer, which takes place July 25th to 27th in Waverly, Ohio. That one we're still planning out how it's gonna go, but we know that we will have like the LCD screen behind us, like I did last year when I performed Stargazer, and it'll have the motion comic music video playing behind us on this big ass LCD screen, and I'm thinking we're gonna add some zombies to the stage and make it fun and all that. Might have the hot box too.
That sounds so fucking cool. And then last but most certainly not least, tell everyone about this one last time.
Hip Hop Shop is a monthly showcase here in Athens, Ohio, that myself and Hill from Dysfunctional Family host at the Sidebar. It is the first weekend of every month. The date will vary, obviously. The next one is March 7th, followed by April 4th, June 6th, May 2nd, July 5th, and August 1st. I'm shocked that I was able to remember all that off the top of my head.
Congratulations.
So that event is open stage for the first 6 artists that get there with a 15-minute set list on a flash drive, preferably an MP3, just in case the DJ equipment has an issue with waves. They typically do not have issues with MP3, so better safe than sorry. Please bring a flash drive and not your phone, because some of the DJ equipment also does not read from a phone. But yeah, show up 7 p.m. at the sidebar the day of the show. First 6 artists to sign up get to perform a 15-minute set, and then you get to enter the monthly cipher we do. The cipher is like everybody spits to one beat that we provide, and the crowd decides who was best in cipher, and whoever that person is wins not only a Golden Boombox Award, which is like a framed award that I made with a Golden Boombox in it and everything. It's dope as fuck. But the only way to get one is to win one, and they're all, it says the month and year on it, so they're all one of a kind essentially. And that person that wins that award also gets 3 drink tickets to be used at the bar that night, and they get a paid headlining spot for the following month's hip-hop shop. And the headliners get paid for that an equal split of the door. So there'll be 3 headliners every month that are brought in from either all over Ohio or all over the country if they feel like they can make it. It's great exposure for new artists because it is a college town and we get a lot of college students, and I mean, let's put it this way. We sat down and we did the math up the other day, and at capacity, like if the bar hits capacity, which is not unreasonable, that's like 150-ish people, somewhere in that range. And if the bar hits capacity and we have 3 headliners that are taking an equal split of the door at a $5 entry fee for everybody that was in attendance, that means that if those 150 people stay and don't leave, then everybody in attendance gets paid $250 to come out and do a 30-minute set that's headlined. If people leave and more people come in, that number goes up $1.66 per person per headliner. Like, but it doesn't always work that way. If we get that motherfucker to like 10 people, you know, you're only making like maybe 15, 20 bucks an artist, you know? So it's a gamble, but it's also, you should be promoting your shows actively. Like, I have a lot going on coming, like, up, and but like all of these are like spanned out, you know. We've got one for like the next 4 months or so.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
but the hip hop shop is a monthly event that I host alongside Hill from Dysfunctional Family, and that dude is fucking dope as fuck, and he's a good friend. Even though he needs to, and I'm gonna say it on a live podcast too, because I hope he sees it. You need to finish that fucking feature that I see. I know you're busy, but andale, arriba.
Arriba. You heard the man calling him out on live. That's how we do here.
Oh, I say it on stage and shit, and I say it to him like every time I see him.
One last thing I do got to congratulate you for is you won an award for Big Motion Award this year. What was that? For your music video, right?
No, so I was the male hip hop artist song of the year.
Song of the year. That's
Rap
right.
song of the year.
The music video was pretty close, though, wasn't that pretty
There was
damn?
no video. I mean, it was like there's like a picture of the single art that's like on fire or whatever on the YouTube, just to like a visualizer. but it's not really a video. It's just the single art, but like the edges are smoky and shit.
I thought you were for the real Dro. One of your specific tracks was up for something, I think.
Yeah, that's me and Jaron Benton and Daryl
Yeah,
Dro.
okay. I don't know why I thought it was a video or something.
Oh, it's kicking over obstacles. Yeah, that's gonna be dope though. I've never been to a red carpet event. Like, so like apparently I'm going down here and we're gonna hang out in Alabama for a day and then go to this show, and I'll be receiving like a physical award for, like, I talked to him and then like he showed me a picture of what like last year's was looking like, and I was like, okay, that's dope. I just needed to know what to prepare for, you know what I'm saying? Like honestly, I wouldn't have cared if it was just like a printed piece of paper in a fucking plaque, you know what I'm saying, or like in a frame or something that was like, you won this with Big Motion Awards, it's all fancy and shit. Like I was like, yeah, cool, something to hang on my wall. I love it.
Yeah, man, congratulations. Another track, if you haven't heard, go check it out for sure.
Oh yeah,
But
that's just
yeah, that's pretty much my show for today, man. I appreciate you coming on as always, and pretty much new thing I've been doing is sending you guys all out with pretty much I'm wishing you over 1 billion streams on any and everything that you do from here on out. And in your case, specifically in this timeline, I'm gonna hope you sell the fuck out of this comic. Yep, exactly. I hope you
yeah.
sell the shit out of this comic, man.
Yeah,
So good
so
luck
the
to you.
comics, 3 ways to buy. You can get the basic PDF, which is only 106 pages long, and you don't get the 2 bonus story pages. That one is $20. That's the small one. It is delivered via email. The second one, or second option, is $5 more. For $25, you get the deluxe digital download card that's all fancy and comes numbered and autographed. There's only 100 of them printed and will only ever be 100 of them printed. There's 2 ways to get those. You can either pay the $25 and get one mailed to you. Shipping is included in that $25, so it's $25 flat. And there's also the physical books. The physical books do take a little bit longer to ship based on whether I have them in hand yet or not. I am still waiting on the first batch to be printed and delivered to me, but that order has been placed, the proofs have been updated, and there should be no problems from here on out. And yeah, so they should be printing within the next day or so.
Yeah, I can't freaking wait. So,
those
Mom,
those are 50, and the deluxe digital PDF copies, you will receive the 2 bonus pages in digital format via email. So reach out to me if you want a copy of that, and I can give you all the information that you want to make that happen, as well as share the flyer if you have QR access. And then the physical books again are 50, and they will take a little bit longer to ship, but they will come with a digital download card that is numbered until I run out of them. That way you don't have to take your book with you everywhere you go. You'll have a PDF copy that you can be like, yo, check out this crazy shit. I'm in this fucking comic book. Like,
I'm gonna be taking my physical copy everywhere. I don't care. I don't care. That's what I'm like. Check out no. I'm like check out my fucking homie, because to me, being able to show him in real life is just so much cooler. I can't wait.
well, I'm involved with a game company, and then like I do the art and I do the music, and like I'm into the fucking comic books and shit like that. Like I say in that one page, I was like, man, I watch a lot of fucking anime and fucking read comic books and shit. Like I'm a fucking stoner. Like
And there you go. Cough, get off, and fuck yeah. I agree with you, DJ Lucius. I think this was a pretty good show too. James, Jack, whatever you want to, whoever you are.
What's your music?
RBM, I hope you have an awesome rest of your Valentine's Day and get
Happy
to.
Valentine's Day, everybody.
Hell yeah.
And if you're alone on Valentine's Day because you got that one ex and you want to hear that fucking song, I Don't Want to Love You Anymore, again, you can go look that up on at Royal Butcher Music 116 on YouTube. You can also find it on all other streaming platforms and all the AMI jukeboxes in the United States and Canada.
Damn straight. Go blow that song up. Go blow up. He's got a couple other love tracks too. So go blow up this guy's music today. Show him some love. If you're feeling brokenhearted, or if not, just go show my homies some love.
Oh,
most importantly, yes, go like, follow, and subscribe. And
you know what? Can I do something? I'm gonna so I have to record this verse. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it's for yet, but it's not my song, but I'm on the song and I can like try and spit my verse.
all right, do it up for us.
All right, well, hold this. All right, so I'm gonna get a sip of this tea before I try and run out of breath here. I'm not gonna play it. Yeah. All I've been doing here lately is smoking and fucking a bitch on a regular basis. All y'all been doing is hate. And picture me, y'all be here popping on something you can't entertain in your state. Whole bag roll to that white widow. Just at home, get matched on with a bad hoe. You been trying to hit her, she matching. Yo, I be vibing with her. You man knowing I'm the guy to get her too bad. Homie, guess mine is bigger than bag. You holding his mighty litter. That bag I rolled just for riding with her. On the bag of rolls, getting fried with her. Took her back home, went inside with her. Get her out of clothes, putting pie up in her. Hey, all of this humping and puffing and blood's got us stuck in the cupboard. Your chocolate, wondering what do we want. Both of us hungry as fuck, but we don't want cook. So fuck it, us walking a blunt. That ordering lunch got a couple of pizzas with everything on them and cheese in the crust. We got to be stirred, yeah. So that's new shit. That's like coming.
So be on the lookout for that. A little another
You heard it
taste.
here first.
You heard it here first on Hype as Fuck. Fuck yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
I'm in the studio today.
Fuck yeah. So you heard it here first. That was your warm up, homie. Can't think of a better way to end out a show than with some fucking fresh ass fire from you. So I think that's gonna do it for me, man. Like I said, thank you for coming on. You're always welcome back. I hope you have a fucking killer rest of your day, and I hope that it's hype as fuck.
DJ, that DJ cat needs to get in touch with me so I can get his shipping information if he hasn't already sent a message.
Yeah, his everyone, I went down and linked up. Royal Butcher Music is in the comments, and I will be doing so here very shortly on the YouTube platform if you're watching there. So go follow him. And DJ Lucius, hit that link, or if you need more help connecting with this homie, hit me up. I can connect you. And anyone else for that matter, honestly.
Whoever had the most shares today during this broadcast that wasn't wifey.
Yeah, you got to beat me and wifey, so good luck with that. You're looking at already 20.
Whoever shared that wasn't Jesse or wifey the most today wins one of these until the broadcast ends.
All right, guys. So
Jesse, count them up and let me know who shared the most out of all the people that were tuned in.
I got you.
I'll give this away. This laminated Jack of Hearts card poster to that person.
Yeah. All right, guys. You heard it here. You heard it here again. If you missed out on today's show, I am sorry because we gave away some PDF, he gave away an album, and now laminated
did a
Jack of
magic
Hearts
trick.
card. And he did a
Yeah.
magic trick. And you got to hear a fresh verse none released yet.
All right, I'll do it one more time.
Everybody pay attention.
Do
See?
it one more time.
I blinked and I almost missed it. Oh shit. All right, man. Well, that's gonna do it for me today. Like I said, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. I hope your Valentine's kicks ass, and go make some fucking banging music while you're in that studio for us.
All right. Smoke one.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Much love. Hype as fuck. I'll see you later. Mad love, man. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I did shout outs a couple times this show, so I think unless I see anyone new, I don't. So, yes, if you were here and you did not drop a comment, I apologize, but shout out for you for being here and watching. I got another episode coming up the 22nd with Tongue Tied. Otherwise, stay tuned, you guys, because in a couple hours at 4:20, Wifey and I will be right back here with our first episode of Hype as Fuck Chill Chats. And we are going to bring whoever is watching and wants to come on screen with us and just partake and chill and chat, obviously. So come check us out in a couple hours once I recharge my phone and come chill and chat with us. Otherwise, like I said one last time, I hope everyone had an awesome, what am I saying? 4th of July? Valentine's Day. Just kidding. I hope you guys have an awesome Valentine's Day, and I hope we see you guys later. Much love. Mad Whack out.